edition. My name is Brittany Carr. I'm a kindergarten teacher in the Klamath County School District, as well as our district Play to Learn facilitator. So we're going to start by talking about the first 5 years of life. The first 5 years of life show the most significant rate of growth for the human brain. During those early years, the groundwork is being laid for skills in literacy, language, math, and more. Our brain architecture is directly influenced by our environment and relationships. This can both be exciting and intimidating for parents, but there are resources available to help. If you take a look at the right-hand side, we see an MRI scan of the human brain development. This shows a child at a week old, 3 months old, a year old, 2 years old, and 10 years old. This statistic is amazing. 80% of brain growth happens during the first 3 years of life. 80%. Let's seize this opportunity. So we're talking about the Klamath Basics, and this is out of the research of Dr. Ron Ferguson at the Harvard Kennedy Center. We're going to get to meet Dr. Ferguson and hear a little intro video about the 5 basics.
Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me?
Learning begins the moment your child is born.
Baby, baby, baby.
Do you want to play too?
Every child is filled with vast potential for success in life. And those first 3 years can have the greatest impact on your child's learning.
Apple, look, where's the strawberries at? Yes, that's lemon too, and kiwi.
Wow, awesome job.
It's all about giving a child a proper start. That's what being a parent is all about.
Yay, we didn't like that song.
I wanted to make sure that I was here every day. Such a joy.
Every parent of every background can make a positive difference in their child's life.
It's peeling. Boom.
A few simple, everyday activities can make a big difference.
And those are flowers.
That's why The Basics is working with research and community leaders to promote an important new initiative.
That book is finished.
The Basics are 5 simple principles that we want everyone to know. The first of the basics is to maximize love and manage stress.
You got this?
The second is to talk, sing, and point.
Let's take a bath, a lovely bubbly bath.
The third is to count, group, and compare.
1, 2, 3.
The fourth is to encourage and enable movement in space and play.
I got it. Use.
And the fifth is to read, but not just to read. We want to read and discuss stories.
Whoa, what is that? A duck. What does the duck sound like?
These are the 5 fun and simple things that every parent can do beginning from birth.
High five. Oh, yes.
Let's all work together to make sure our children can become the best, most well-prepared they can possibly be.
Maximize love
And manage stress.
Talk, sing,
and point.
Count, group,
Y compare.
explore through
movement, and play.
read.
And discuss stories. Please join us and help spread the word.
The Klamath County Basics are maximize love, manage stress, talk, sing, and point, count, group, and compare, explore through movement and play, and read and discuss stories. We're going to talk about maximize love and manage stress. This is beginning at birth and especially later on. Create a loving, safe, and predictable environment at home. Lots of hugs, cuddling, smiles, and laughter. Encourage, show excitement, and celebrate your child when trying something new or challenging. Have responsive parenting that serve in return. And react consistently and promptly to needs, cues, and verbalizations from your child. Routines are comforting and can help with transitions for your child and help reduce family stress. This is a significant predictor of healthy social, emotional, and cognitive development. And we encourage families to reduce as much toxic stress as possible. It is, however, important to recognize that some stress is normal. The idea isn't to remove all stress. This isn't realistic. It's about modeling and teaching your child how to cope, survive, and overcome daily stressors in the healthiest way possible. Next, we're going to discuss talk, sing, and point. Parents and caregivers should be narrating life from the beginning with the use of eye contact, language, gestures, pointing, naming, explaining, etc. This is using real talk more than baby talk. Use gestures and encourage your child to use gestures. And remember, singing makes language fun. If a child is expressing a thought, repeat, elaborate, add to the conversation with them. This is adding words to their developing vocabulary. And remember, language develops from the moment your child is born. All right, let's discuss talk, sing, and point at home. All right, so great opportunities to include this at home and help your child build their vocabulary would be something as simple as your family dinners. Taking opportunities to, as a family, talk about your day, share stories and memories. Again, encouraging your child to elaborate on their conversation, teaching them new words and building their vocabulary. Singing to music, listening to music, exploring music. Look at downloading some song apps, listening to the radio or CDs perhaps. Singing nursery rhymes at home or different songs are great ways for your child to have fun while building their language. Lastly, another opportunity was something that you may have at home already, is just playing simple board games. This gives opportunities to build language and practice skills. Next up is count, group, and compare. Mathematical knowledge and skills emerge early, and so do gaps. Counting, practice counting, talk about numbers and connect them with objects. Talk about matching, sorting, comparing, and ordering. And create opportunities through daily life to make connections and have conversations about shapes, sizes, distance, etc. Again, count, group, and compare is all about finding daily opportunities to include conversations about math. Next, we're going to discuss how you can incorporate count, group, and compare at home this summer. Car rides are a great opportunity to discuss different things that your child may see. Discussing things such as street signs, shapes, colors, and counting are great opportunities to have conversations about math while in the car. Playing with toys. This is a great opportunity to practice sorting, counting, grouping, and comparing. So I pulled some simple things that your child may have already in your home. Something as simple as blocks can be a great way to incorporate some of those conversations around math. You can discuss the different shapes you see, the different colors. You can give them a number such as the number 5 and have them pull that many blocks to build different towers, different objects, and let them really get creative. Different farm animals, different things that you might have around your home. Again, get creative with what you already have. These are great opportunities to practice grouping animals, to talk about color, to talk about size, even practice those animal sounds while having fun playing. Also outside, having things such as your balls, you might have different soccer balls that you might throw around, footballs. Take this opportunity to practice your counting. So each time you make a catch, have your child build on those counting skills. Chalk is another really fun thing that's very simple to have at home. You can get outside, you can practice drawing shapes, your numbers, drawing dots to match to those numbers are great opportunities to build conversations around math. All right, a grocery store is also a great opportunity to have conversations around math while out and about. While at the store, talk about what you see, the different colors, sizes, shapes of fruits and vegetables, and so on. Again, this is all about finding opportunities to have conversations around math and getting creative with what's in front of you. So for example, if you go to the grocery store and you're going down the produce aisle, you can talk about the different sizes. So we have a lemon here, you can talk about its color, maybe compare 2 lemons while at the grocery store and its size, its texture. Tomatoes, another great thing to talk about different colors, comparing cherry tomatoes versus those big tomatoes. Great opportunities to have easy conversations with your child and build those mathematical skills. Lastly, cooking a meal together. This is an opportunity to practice measuring, counting, following directions, and exploring textures. You could pull out measuring cups, have your child practice with that, or even teach a family recipe where it's a little pinch of this and a little pinch of that, and have fun while in the kitchen together. Let's explore through movement and play. This is helping your child develop strong coordination, healthy bodies, and problem-solving skills. They're developing skills in crawling, walking, climbing safely, touching, reaching, grasping, and exploring their surroundings. It is important to remember that this is safely allowing your child to test their abilities and build their body awareness and confidence. It's important to provide opportunities for maneuvering in cluttered spaces, manipulating three-dimensional space, and exploring through movement and play exercises the mind just as much as it does the body. We're going to explore through movement and play at home. Something as simple as building a fort, letting your child explore by building a fort out of household items. This can be using chairs, different household items such as laundry baskets, getting creative with what you already have, lots of blankets, lots of pillows, letting your child have fun and be creative while building that fort, but then also learn to manipulate that three-dimensional space as they're crawling through it. Outdoor games. Be active and play through activities that build those gross motor skills. If you're comfortable visiting a park, this is a great opportunity to practice grasping and reaching and climbing and testing that body awareness and different abilities that they are developing. Going for a hike or a walk. This safely allows your child to test their body awareness by skipping, jumping, and climbing, also getting some fresh air and having fun with the family. Creating an obstacle course can be lots of fun at home. Traditionally, we think about a school setting or a gym setting where we have specific items for obstacle courses. You don't need those while at home. This could be as simple as grabbing a pool floaty or a different box or a laundry basket, a chair, using items that you have at your home. Build a little obstacle course and let your child's imagination run wild. Lastly, we're going to talk about read and discuss stories. This is actively involving your child in the reading experience, selecting a book based on their interest. This could even be comic books, magazines, cookbooks, whatever your child is interested is great. Snuggling together, creating a really loving, safe, nurturing environment with them. Holding and exploring the book, maybe teaching them how to hold the book and how to turn those pages. Make sure they have a good view of the pictures and pointing to the words that left to right, pointing out spaces, and so on. And discuss those pictures, talk about the colors, the shapes, etc. During the book reading, interact with your child. Recall, ask questions, encourage your child to think about the story and talk about the story. Maybe there's opportunities to explain some of the characters and what they're thinking or feeling, or predicting what might happen next. Remember, it's more than reading the words on the page. It's about the reading experience and helping your child develop a love of books and learning. Let's talk about read and discuss stories while at home over the summer break. Remember, this is all about the reading experience, so finding comfy stuffed animals, maybe a good blanket, a pillow, something to snuggle up with at home, and picking out a book that your child is interested in. So this is a great opportunity to include any member of your family. If you have an older sibling, encourage them to practice their summer reading while reading to your younger child. This could be part of your bedtime routine, again, snuggling up as a family, picking a story that they're interested in, and creating an awesome reading experience for your child. So if we're looking at this story, remember it's important to teach them how to hold that book, how to turn the pages. So we're going to go here and start at this title page, and then find opportunities to have conversations with them about the story. So you could have conversations that include some of those mathematical conversations that we've had, where you're discussing colors, patterns, maybe practicing some counting skills here. And then talk about those characters, maybe what they're thinking or feeling, what problem they may be having in the story, if there's opportunities to anticipate or predict what could be happening next. Also discussing things such as the setting. This is set outdoors in this particular case in a little pond. So having conversations if a character is moving indoors or outdoors, and really exploring that story with them. Remember, it's more than just the words on the page, it's about the whole reading experience and helping them develop a love of learning and a love of books. I encourage you to reach out to your local library over the summer break. If you're able to visit your local library in person or contact them to check out books, this is a great way for your child to explore different interests and give you a fresh batch of books throughout the summer to explore and read with your child. Thank you for joining me today. I'm really excited to get to share these 5 basics with you. Remember, these are research-based principles that help give your child the best start possible. So remember the Klamath Basics. There are more videos that are on our KCSD webpage. If you click on the link that says Klamath Basics, You'll see on the right-hand side, there's the intro video that you watched today in our presentation, and then there are 5 other videos that go into more depth about each of the basics. I highly encourage you to watch these, and I hope that you enjoy. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.